Welcome back inside the State Champs Sports Network studios for another update in our State Champs Top 25 football rankings presented by and delivered by our friends at Hungry Howie's. I'm Lauren Plant. These are the definitive rankings in our eyes, and the architect is none other than our longtime State Champs writer, Scott Bernstein. You can check out Scott's rankings by clicking the Rankings tab at statechampsnetwork.com. We're talking about two teams as we head into week 4 of the season. First off, number 15, Walled Lake Western. The Warriors 3-0 to start the season, a team that plays nothing but Lakes Valley Conference teams all season long, but they do have one non-conference in Mason. That's coming up in week 8, and that's a great test for them as Mason advanced all the way to the Division III state semifinals. But here in the early going, more than 40 points scored in all 3 wins.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate that we're sponsored by Hungry Howie's with that flavored crust, because there's mad flavor when we're talking about Walled Lake Western.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Zeeland West in a second.
Yeah.
But this Western team had a lot of questions to answer coming into to this season. They lost 2 Big Ten recruits in Drew Vioto and Darius Taylor, and there really hasn't been a beat missed, and that's a tribute to Coach KC and that group. Jackson Lippert has stepped in at quarterback for Vioto, who was more of a traditional drop back passer. Lippert is slippery and agile and mobile. He's that Swiss Army knife type, leading that offense, like you said, 40 points a game. He's a guy that won't play quarterback in college, but he'll be at least a Division II wide receiver, defensive back. Donovan Triplett has stepped in as a sophomore at running back to replace Taylor, and he's looking to be a star. I mean, he looks so good in these first 3 weeks. And then at a receiver position, they're starting to have a breakout in Jakari Alexander. We know about Liam Vaughn, the Pancake King, leading the line. And then on defense, Shane Rackner is just dynamite as a captain of that defense at the middle linebacker spot. Look in the secondary for Troy Temple playing free safety. His brothers were some of the greatest, or just the Temple name in general is kind of legendary in Western Oakland County. One of his brothers led Oakland County in interceptions about 10 years ago. But I love what I'm seeing from Walled Lake Western. I think they're going to win the Lakes Valley and then have a chance to make a run in the state tournament.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into the team you have ranked one notch below Walled Lake Western, and that is Zeeland West at 16. They, too, are undefeated. They, too, are a Division III team come playoff time. Looks like a high-powered offense and a stout defense.
Well, when you talk about Zeeland West, it all kind of starts and ends at the running back position with Parker Holman. I call him the polar bear. He is cold-blooded, colder than a polar bear's toenails. The old hip-hop line from Outkast. This kid is he's great in between the tackles. He can beat the defense around the corner. He is the ultimate competitor, a kid who runs with great vision. He's a leader, trying to break the school's all-time rushing records. Got a real good chance at it. They've brought in a new quarterback in Trent Bullhouse. He looks really good, spreading the ball around, being a game manager, but as the season goes on, I think they're going to open it up a little bit more, let him throw the ball. And then on defense, you got Trey Sluhack, who is the guy that kind of quarterbacks that defense from the secondary, leading tackler last year. He's also a really good receiver. So I really like what I'm seeing from Zeeland West this year. I didn't know what to expect. They lost a lot of guys, especially up front. We knew they had Holman, but the guys up front are playing great. A guy that I want to shout out, Matthias Butler. They're getting contributions across the board, and I expect another banner season from Zeeland West.
Right on. Well, the Ducks haven't won a state championship since 2015. In fact, hadn't got out of the districts since that title until last season, where they lost in the regionals in a battle with Muskegon. All OK Gold opponents the rest of the way. You can check out the State Champs Top 25 rankings at statechampsnetwork.com. Rankings are updated every Monday, so check it out.